it's story time. We're talking about a wine horror story. Ooh. Hey, welcome back to Drinking It In. I am your host, Chris Casara. We are here to help you know more and drink better. And today it's story time. We're talking about a wine horror story. Ooh. It's a story about the storage of the first wine I ever bought to cellar. Now this 1990 Chateau La Louvière, Pessac-Léognan from the Graves region in France. I mean, this historic estate, right, been producing wine since the 1300s. The vineyard was confiscated during the French Revolution and ultimately is settled with the Lurton family, who own several other chateaus in Bordeaux. If you think back to 1993, I had just graduated college, was reading the Wine Spectator regularly, and I saw high vintage scores, high bottle scores, and a reasonable price, so I had to take action. So in 93, I bought the bottle for about 20 bucks, and that's probably like, what, $600 in today's dollars. The wine's a Cabernet Sauvignon dominant blend with Merlot and Petit Verdot in the mix. It's probably like 60% Cabernet, but I'm not sure. There's not any detailed information. This bottle, this vintage, it was supposed to last a long time, right? The 97-point rating on the vintage, built for aging. And you know, as I was doing some research, I noted that folks are still drinking the wine today, 30-ish years later, and it's getting good reviews. So I didn't age it very long. I opened the bottle in 1997, and it was basically vinegar. And you know, I thought back to the conditions, and we have some story about how to not store wine for aging. Now, I've proven that over the years, like, wine is tougher than you think, and wines can survive in a bunch of different conditions, but you know, there are some non-negotiables. Like, you can age wine in when the bottles are stored in the 60s. Right, and as long as you don't have a real extreme range, and the high end of that range doesn't go to like really above 70, you can deal with those types of temp swings and temperatures. But the case of the 1990 Chateau La Louvière was stored in my bedroom, under my bed, in my parents' house for 3 years, and that bedroom is upstairs in the dormer of a Cape-style house. Upstairs is not temperature controlled. And this room happened to be the most extreme of the bedrooms, right? The heat didn't quite warm it up in the winter, and the sun and the summer heat would blast that room. So, we're dealing with some swings. We use the window air conditioners in the summer, and it gets hot. So in the summer, before you even considered going to sleep, you'd go upstairs, turn the air conditioner on, go back downstairs for at least 20 minutes until that level became habitable. And that means that the temperature swings throughout the year were probably from like 62 to 78 degrees. That's a bad range. It's a bad upper end of the range, and it's just too extreme. So it's pretty obvious why the wine spoiled. That's the horror story today. I'm curious, do you have a wine storage horror story? If you do, please leave it in the comments so I'm not the only one sharing this wine storage horror story, and I will talk to you guys soon. Thanks so much for joining.